Okay, Robert. I need an Eastern European accent.
Yes, I wish.
Okay, no. More menacing.
My wife.
Now, something evil.
You're listening to Merc with the Podcast, episode 149. Very nice.
You're listening to Merc with the Podcast, episode 149. I'm your Knocking Over Statues host, Corwin, and with me is my cargo full of fentanyl co-host, Scott.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't even realize that my microphone is far away. Hopefully I sound better now. The Merc with the Podcast is your whenever we fucking feel like it slave view of all things Deadpool, which is published by Marvel Comics. You can file your Merc report to us on Facebook under Merc with a Podcast, Merc with a Podcast on Blue Sky, or email us at hipsterdaken, DAKEN, at gmail.com, and Patch will send us your Hell House facts. I just realized today that it's been 3 months since we last recorded.
Very nice.
Somebody's been busy trapezing all over the world, though, huh?
Well, before we start, we should clarify. We are recording this before the Comic-Con panel, and also Brand New Day isn't out yet.
Which Comic-Con panel?
Hall H MCU panel.
Okay.
So, if something breaks out about Deadpool 4, we'll do a quick emergency recording right here. Wow, Corwin, can you believe that big news that might or might not have happened?
Schrodinger's announcement.
Thanks, future Corwin and Scott. Anyway, I went to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent Corwin tons of postcards.
How long of a trip was it?
10, 12 days, something like that.
And you kept moving, is like every 2 days you kept going somewhere new, or every day?
So I started up in Vancouver.
Is this a cruise? Was this a cruise or just a flight?
Yeah. First, we had to leave port from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there a day early. So when I was at fucking these cheap ass headphones, it's just like crackling as I talk. No. So when I was up there, we did one of those like trolley tours around the city of Vancouver. So I saw a lot of the stuff from Deadpool 2, including the Space Needle, which was kind of a tourist trap.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw like pretty much, where they had the whole chase scene.
Right.
So I saw all that, and then I think I might have been on the bridge from Deadpool 1 as well.
All right.
If you remember when we did our like review of the first Deadpool movie, I said the bridge upon a bridge upon a bridge. Man, that was confusing. It's only one bridge, by the way, Vancouver.
Okay.
Anyway, then the next day we left Vancouver on the cruise, and then we were a day out in sea, and then it was like pretty much every day we were at a different port.
So I take it you had fun.
Yes. I saw 6 humpback whales. And I saw glaciers, but they're not as big as your dad's ass. As I wrote on, I think, many of the postcards.
Yeah, you and your fixations.
The totem pole. I'm the top. You're the bottom. By the way, I want to apologize to your son if he gets the mail and he's like, Dad, why are you getting homoerotic postcards in the mail?
No, thankfully
Why
he does not.
why are they talking about Grandpa this way?
You're an idiot, which is why only some of them can make it onto the fridge compared to others. But yes.
Yeah, my dad and I, we played a game. The game was called, man, look at all the places you can put data centers. That's near water. That's near water. Get rid of that glacier. Put a data center there. No, but Alaska's beautiful. You know,
Yeah, I'm
technically,
sure.
technically, Alaska has the second biggest rainforest in the world.
The rainforest?
Has the second biggest rainforest in the world.
What rainforest is in Alaska?
I forget what it's called, but technically, it's a tundra
Mm.
rainforest, and yeah, it's like something like 1 million square feet. It's a lot.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no. It was just one of those things. I mean, it was kind of a mixture also because, as I said, I recently turned 40. So my parents were like, oh, let's do something for your 40th birthday. But also my parents, they're retired and they were like, oh, yeah, we were thinking about going on a cruise to Alaska. I was like, oh, I always wanted to go to Alaska. So yeah, I went to Alaska.
I didn't know your parents went with you.
Oh, you ever seen the movie Get Out?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I was living that experience on the cruise ship.
You're trying to
No,
get
no, no.
away.
Seriously, by the second day on the ship, I said, there's not a single black person on this cruise. And then my parents were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, besides the staff, there's not, it's like, this is weird. A lot of Indians, like every other race, but no black people. And then by the third day, my mom's like, ever since you said that, I just noticed it. And without missing a beat, my dad's like, "Oh, it's too cold for them. That's why they're not here."
Uh,
Oh, we should also talk about on the cruise. I won trivia,
what kind of trivia?
couch potato trivia, because
Uh,
at night, there's not a lot you can do. So like we're like, oh yeah, first night on the cruise, we're like, yeah, we'll try this trivia thing, and then pretty much every night we did trivia.
what'd you win?
I first I was like, oh man, this is fancy. I got a bottle of champagne. Then I look it up. It's an $11 bottle of champagne. Yeah, probably if you went to return it at the gift shop, there's like a $13 restock fee, so you'll actually have to pay $2. It's
You
like,
sure it's wine or is it cider? Apple cider.
no. It was legit because in a trivia prior, this girl won, and they're like, and mom, you won the bottle of champagne. But yeah, and, we went to like the stand-up shows, and like there was 2 days that we were literally just out at sea. Like when you go to Glacier Bay, like no, you're stuck on the ship. You literally go through the bay, and the park rangers come on the ship to talk about the glaciers.
Okay.
So like that's one of the things. So so it's like one day, yeah, like I got a massage. That was nice, but yeah, no, great trip. I recommend everybody go to Alaska before Trump puts 15,000 data centers up there.
Just to melt the glaciers even more faster.
Well, that's how we can get the. Oh my god, I'll get to that in a second. That's how plenty of water if you melt the glaciers. No, one of the things. So, we went to College Fjord, and there's this giant glacier, and basically, if you just make a sound, stuff will collapse. So the captain gets on the loudspeaker. Okay, I want everybody to scream at three.
Oh Lord.
And everybody screams, and of course, shit falls, and we're like, yeah, we're assholes. Oh, so yeah, I can clarify. Denali is Mount McKinley, if you didn't know.
Okay.
So, so listeners know, Alaska. They went back in like 2014. They went back to the original name of Mount McKinley to Denali, and of course Trump's like, no, you have to go back and change it to Mount McKinley because white people. So it's called both now. Mount McKinley or Denali. So in case you're wondering, what the fuck's Denali? Yeah, the biggest mountain in North America.
We'll stick with the native name.
Yeah, Denali. Which is, and then as I wrote on your postcard, this is the snake oil portion. Because you can't, it's not like you even get like 7 miles of it. It's just like, oh, there it is off in the distance. It's like, thanks. 2 days of this, huh? With nothing else to do. And as I posted the picture on Instagram, it's like, taking a hike with a white monster as nature intended.
Did you get any cabin fever or stir crazy?
Yeah, actually, I did get stir crazy because we're at the point where the sun is up for 20 hours a day. So by the summer solstice, it's like it's true. The sun does not really go down. So by
So,
like 2 in the morning, it finally goes down and then it's back up again at like 4 a.m.
which is why you have blackout curtains.
Corwin, they do shit. Okay. At the two resorts we stayed at, you might as well have just given me newspaper. Okay.
Did you have the little night what's it called?
Night masks? No.
Night masks.
No, but yeah, so the movies, yeah, the Christopher Nolan movie, Sonya, yeah, it really is like that. You do go batshit crazy with the sun out all day long. And it's crazy too, even on the cruise ship, it was just like, it's 11 at night and the fucking sun is still out. What the fuck? Oh yeah, and then my parents caught COVID.
Oh no.
I was fine. Kicker of it all too, they got the updated vaccine.
Ugh.
And they're like, when do we get it? I'm like, I'm fairly sure we got it when we were in Denali and the woman in front of you who was hacking up a lung the whole time, I think that's where you got it.
Terrible. Sorry to hear that.
Yep, but fun times. What do you think of Supergirl?
Have not seen it yet. I ended up seeing the Odyssey instead, so
Good choice.
I know Supergirl's coming to on demand fairly soon. So,
So people know I did clap the first time I heard "Creme of the Yellow Hills." I did stand up and go like an asshole in the theater.
I know they changed a lot of things with it, and also the ending. So, I've already been spoiled.
It just takes some. If you're going to go with a Jimmy Eat World song, how about we don't pick the worst one?
Don't know anything about that.
Yeah. You'll see. You'll see. Anyway, talking about you'll see, let's get into the news nobody pays attention to. Corwin, we have two credible items to regurgitate.
Okay.
All right. Item number one. Ryan Reynolds at a fan fest leading up to Comic Con talked that Deadpool 4 is in the works. And he stated that they still have some deep pulls to do, including some stuff from Fabian's run and Jerry Duggan's run. And matter of fact, we should be seeing a lot from Jerry Duggan as he's good friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Is this Ellie?
It has to be. Well, we fucking saw Warda.
No, that's true. We did.
And I mean, okay, fine. Well, one, technically this is for the rebooted universe or whatever, but it makes sense. I
It'll be a
mean,
time travel story, more time travel shenanigans.
well, I was just saying it's like, okay, Marina Baccarin's Hispanic. It makes sense to just change it to that. Ellie's mom is
Mm-hmm.
Ellie's mom is Vanessa. That's
Vanessa,
all. It's not hard.
have her
I'm just
travel
saying. I
back
mean,
in
Ellie's
time.
mom is dead and really hasn't. Besides the one story where she helped out in the afterlife, it's not really critical who Ellie's mom is.
True.
Yeah. What do you think he wants to pull from Fabian?
Hmm. Okay. This would be.
Which Fabian wrote one of the miniseries, right?
He wrote the first one with Slayback, I believe. Let me look this up. And then, I mean, he did X Force. I don't remember.
Well, in the interview, he said there was a lot of like stuff from that first Fabian run. So I'm assuming he's talking about Circle Chase or the other one because they blend in together because they were both essentially the same story when we read them back to back.
I
But
mean, Fabian mainly did the Cable and Deadpool series.
yeah, but I think he's talking about that first that
Yeah,
4 issue miniseries or 8 issue, whatever it was.
it was four. Yeah, I mean, that's the only other thing. Hold on. It's the only other thing I could think of.
I mean, I know a lot of people were talking, which is not Fabian. It would be Kelly. A lot of people were bringing up T Ray,
Yeah.
and I'm like, would you really want that for a Deadpool 4?
I mean, they brought Ajax in.
Yeah, but Ajax was kind of critical. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, now that we have Butler and everything, and I understand that if we go down this rebooted route, so to speak,
Hmm.
because we have no idea. I mean, we're assuming they're doing a soft reboot
I don't know.
after Secret Wars. No, I'm just saying. So yeah, you can now change the whole history where he was in the Weapon X program.
Oh, that's true.
And Butler was there. We don't have to obey by the 3 films.
That's true.
So yeah, we can do stuff where he was in Weapon X.
Yeah, Nicieza was the original writer for the miniseries, as well as X Force. So,
Right. Well, yeah, but he's talking about Deadpool 4 distinctly. So if we go by, I don't. This is no insider information. This is just going by from recollection. I know that at one point when Ryan was doing Deadpool 3, apparently he signed a 7 picture deal
shit.
that wasn't including Deadpool 3. It was supposed to be one movie, one solo movie, and then
Hmm.
6 guest appearances.
Oh well, that's not so bad.
Well, yeah, remember, 6 guest appearances means he could be in X Force. He could be in or a Weapon X movie, for example.
Hmm.
Or, when they do the brand new Wolverine, he could be in that brand new Wolverine movie. And
They
he
should
could
have
be
got.
a critical role too. It's just it's not a solo project. Like Hemsworth, I believe, has when he did Love and Thunder, I believe it's two guest appearances and one more solo project. So he's supposed to be in 4 or 5, unless he gets out of it somehow. But you know how like all these contracts work. But then I also then heard other things that like, oh no, Reynolds was going to have a 3 picture deal, which is 2 guest appearances and one solo movie. So we don't know what his contract is. I'm just going off of the stuff I was reading all over the place, which could or could not be accurate. But for all intent and purposes, we're assuming he's going to either be in Secret Wars or Doomsday.
Okay.
And if he's talking about Deadpool 4, we know that, okay, at least he's having one more project and one more guest appearance. You got an alert from Final Fantasy?
It's my phone. But yes.
No, for a minute there, I'm like, well, that's a sound effect from Kingdom Hearts, but I know you don't play it, so it has to be from Final Fantasy.
It is, and it's been a notification on my phone for as long as cell phones existed. So I forget that it's like not normal.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm just going off of recollection of like what his movie contract stuff is. So at least we know it's like okay, he's going to be in one of these two Avenger films, and we know he's going to be in one solo project. Just like I know that for what's his face, Tom Holland. He has one more solo film besides Brand New Day, and then one more guest appearance.
Damn. So that would make him like what, 5 Spider-Man movies?
A fifth Spider-Man film. Oh, and then one Sony attached project.
So he'd have the most Spider-Man films out of all of them.
Well, he has them right now, technically.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Well, it hasn't come out yet, so
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
the world could end before it comes out.
I love how I love all the things I've been reading. It's like it's not Jean Grey, it's not Jean Grey, and it's just like, motherfucker, we know it's Jean Grey. Like,
Could be Rachel.
I know we're seeing the Rachel thing, but it's like, okay, but I'm also hearing other people that have gone to like the premiere and they're saying it's Jean. So
Well, yeah.
it's like it's like the worst kept secret. Though as of right now, we haven't seen it yet, but the timeline doesn't exactly match up because they're graduating. They just graduated MIT, which is 4 years, but I think it's like Thunderbolts was only 2 years after Brand New Day. Whatever. I think the timeline's a little iffy, but whatever.
You think? The timeline is iffy.
We're fucking rebooting it anyway. Yeah, let's just throw this out there. Quick Money's prediction for Saturday. Do you think Secret Wars is going to be 2 movies? Because that's a big rumor going into it. That it's like, it's so huge, we're going to have to break it up in Secret Wars Part 1, Part 2.
Nah, I don't see that, but I could be wrong.
Okay. And Deadpool 4. What? Just throw out a date. What do you think? I think
2029.
I think 2028, but I think it'll be like the November 2028 film.
Okay.
If we're not getting 2 Secret Wars, I think we'll get X-Men as the first. X-Men as like that April-May release. Then maybe we'll get something else in between, and then I think we'll get Deadpool in November. In late 2028. Or it could be 2029, but it could also be, like the February 2029 film. But We'll see. All right. Item number 2. Deadpool announced for Marvel Tolcom. 1 point for me, Imani's prediction.
That's been all the rage with all the
Toasty.
All the stuff that he stole from different fandoms.
And yeah, that is about it for news. Did you buy your Infinity Vision ticket?
No, I should freaking purchase some things, but no, not.
Well, guess what? I literally got one of the last seats, and I have to use a personal day now for work. I got 1 p.m. 3rd row in Dolby.
So it's really sold out for December. Well, for Infinity Vision.
For Thursday, for the Thursday showing.
Oh.
At least at the movie theater I go to, there's going to be 3 showings, and the only seats left that wasn't the 1 p.m. one were handicap seats, in which it does say when you click on it that it's like, yeah, if somebody is handicapped and you're not, you have to give up this seat. And if we can't find you another seat, we refund you. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to the 1 o'clock. Like, I don't mind going to the 1 o'clock showing. It's going to suck sitting 3rd row. Hopefully,
so then wait for the weekend.
Huh?
So then wait for the weekend.
Well, let's see if the day comes out.
Okay.
You know how the internet is. It's going to spoil it for me anyway by tomorrow.
You just disconnect yourself from the internet.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, I'm actually excited for this. Next prediction. It's going to make $1 billion, right?
Uh, I don't know. I
It's go-
mean,
it's going to make $1 billion.
a lot
It's
of
not.
people
It's not
are
going to make $2 billion. It's going to make $1 billion.
a lot of people are, saying Marvel's over, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but these are also the same people that think every fucking A24 movie is the best thing on the face of the earth. Corwin, if I take an Apple iPhone, take a shit, and record it in 4K, I can submit it to A24. Okay,
I don't know if that's true, but
there's
so
a lot of bad shit coming from A24, and some of these people need to calm the fuck down. Now, that said, this could be a terrible movie. I don't deny that. Because if you've been reading some of the things, like the people editing it were like, yeah, this is a mess. Oh, no shit. When you had to film it, like, all, like, chopped up like that, of course all of it's going to make no fucking sense.
mm-mm.
You have one Russo brother directing this in, like, England, another one directing this over here in, like, Georgia. Of course, like, there's no consistency.
I mean, it's going to be edited together, and there's different scenes from different places. The
Well,
question is it going to make more than a Spider-Man movie? Yes.
it's
I don't
hard
think Spider-Man's going
because
to hit $1 billion.
this summer has been really bad for movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that, like, that's because there's been nothing but slop. I'm just saying, like, even Toy Story 5, I think,
People are not going
hasn't.
to the theaters.
Oh yeah, when it costs us like $35 fucking for one ticket. I'm just saying, like, we've been doing the we'll wait till Tuesday or Wednesday for half off.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think Spider-Man will make $1 billion, and here's the other thing. Do you know that since after Endgame, the only Marvel film to make $1 billion was Deadpool?
Yep.
You can't include No Way Home, but the problem with No Way Home is Sony takes the majority of the cut. So technically, Disney didn't make $1 billion off of that film.
Well, did it? What did it make though? Total theater.
I would have to look it up. It did make $1 billion, but
It did.
remember, Disney gets $1 for every, I think, $15.
Yeah. I know Sony took the majority of it home, but I was just curious. I didn't know if it made the $1 billion club.
Yeah, it did. So I think Brand New Day will make $1 billion. I I would hope, because even Brand New Day is not in IMAX. That's only in Dolby.
So why?
Because Nolan took up all the IMAX shares for like the next month.
Hmm.
So IMAX not the ones that are like in museums, but most IMAX theaters can only show the Odyssey right now. That's what's happening in December. That Warner Brothers got the month exclusive, so only Dune 3 will be in IMAX.
This movie made hold on, I can't be reading this right.
Yeah, you have to look at like actual box office numbers. Don't look into, well, it actually grossed this if you take away the budget.
No, worldwide 1,921,000,000. Wow, it almost made 2 damn billion worldwide.
Where are
Wow.
you at? Box Office Mojo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, almost made $2 billion. Yeah. Oh, did you just fact? Did you hear about why the Odyssey couldn't be 3 hours long?
No.
It's physically impossible for the 700 millimeter to carry 3 hour long film.
Did it break?
It just physically cannot fit in the machine.
Damn.
So when Nolan was editing it, he told the editor, unless it progresses the plot, cut it.
Yeah, they did cut
So
a lot of
yeah, so that's why the
fantasy
film
elements I would have rather seen.
that's why the film is 2 hours and 52 minutes because it literally cannot be 3 hours long.
Jeez.
It's utterly physically impossible. That is crazy.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he
so
pulled it
people,
off though.
know. Well, I don't want to speak for Corwin, but I think Corwin's on the same page as me. Trans lives matter. We believe in trans people. I did laugh at the joke when people said, "Man, do you see Elliot Page run? He runs like a girl." And I was like, "Okay, that made me laugh."
That was stupid, but no, it
But
was funny.
I saw like the woke thing is like Elliot Page is in it for like 5 minutes.
True.
I don't know how you pronounce her name, but she played Helena Troy. She was in Star Wars and 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, Helen. I can't pronounce her name
Yeah,
either.
but you know who
Yeah,
I'm talking about. And like
yeah.
her screen time's only 3 minutes. Like really, people are complaining about this. How
Hmm.
about the Indian guy who will probably be nominated for Best Supporting Actor? And he damn deserves it.
Even I
The-
wanted to kick his butt sometimes because he freaking kept going against what Odysseus was saying. But yeah,
Oh, one thing my dad and I were talking about because we saw it and we were talking about it in the car, and then we had to sit there and go, "Wait, this thing is 13,000 years old. I don't think Homer was thinking about plot holes." But it's like, don't eat the cows. You
yeah.
know, after seeing literal fucking gods fuck with us, I would be like, "Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with the gods. I won't eat the cows."
You know, so stupid. But
But it's like, yeah, that is a plot hole. It's like you know the gods exist. You literally know they exist, and you still eat the cow.
after the pigs and the Cyclops and
And the
mm,
man eating giants.
yeah, yeah.
Great film, great film. So we do have an email.
What?
This is really old, but first off, it's from Mike Rogers. He said, "Oh, did you notice Deadpool's in the trailer for X-Men '97? Yeah, the 3 seconds when Morph turns
Morph.
into Deadpool."
Yeah.
And then he said, "For this is how old this email is. For new spring anime to see, there is Witch Hat
Atelier.
Atelier. Thank you. I didn't know how to pronounce that.
I'm like
Petals,
5 episodes in.
Petals of Reincarnation,
Not familiar with that.
Shadowball Earth,
Nope.
and he wrote and Daemons of the Shadow Realm from the
Yes.
creator of Full Metal Alchemist."
Yes. Daemons of the Shadow World. Yep. That's a good one, actually. I'm probably about halfway through that one, too. Like 6 or 7 episodes in.
Hey, and guess what? Because so people know, next episode will be episode 150, which will probably take us 2 months. Let's be honest. I'm just saying we have to sit through 60 plus episodes in the movie of Steins Gate. Guys, it's going to take us about 2 months to get to watch this. Bear with us.
We probably should have started, but I was on a One Piece tear, so I'm at the punk. What's it called?
Punk
Uh,
Hazard.
punk hazard art now.
Yeah,
So I've
we'll
actually
put it.
slowed down.
We'll put a thumbtack in there real quick. But regarding Steins Gate, we'll post it. But basically, what did I say? We're going to go all the way up to episode 23 of season 1. Then we're going to watch all of season 2. And then we're going to go back all season 2 and watch the 2 OVAs, even though the OVAs are out of order, but it really doesn't matter where we place them for season 2. Then we'll go back, watch, I believe, the last 2 episodes of season 1, then the season 1 OVA, and then the movie. So we're going in timeline of the show, not in release order.
That means nothing to me. Just tell me what order to watch it in, and I will
Yeah,
get it done.
I sent you it. I'll send it to you again. I forget where I sent it to you. So going to One Piece, I mean, you're plowing through it. I told you, pay attention to law because I'm going to ask you on the show. So now that we're here, what do you think of Law?
They just formed the alliance, but I'm liking him. He seems to be a pretty cool character. I'm just hoping that there's no backstabbing going on. What?
You proved my theory.
What?
My theory is black people love Law. When we get to him into live action, that character better be fucking black or even all riot in the street. Just every single black person I know, even people I work with at work who watch One Piece, they're like, "Yo, Law, he's my fucker."
Yeah.
Well, you know what word I meant to say, but that's what black people say.
I know.
When they talk about Law. So that's why I was like, I have to find out what Corwin thinks of Law.
No,
just to prove my theory.
He seems so against the grain with the world government at the same time, even though now he's a emperor. No, whatever his role is.
Warlord. Yeah, you'll get there's no backstabbing, and yeah, you'll get his backstory.
He's got a pretty damn cool power. It's gonna be a tough one to defeat. I know it's a distance thing with him staying out of his sphere, but still.
Oh, you'll see why his power is very, very critical, so to speak. Like, there's a reason why, like,
don't spoil it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, there's a reason why he has that power.
Okay.
Yeah, he's I'm not saying he's not going to play a role in the literal final arc, but he might be playing a role. There's a few characters you're going to find out down the line that you're like, really? That character's that important? Because of their power?
Yeah. Or his heart, because, that Swan dude, he was MVP.
Who?
The Swan guy, I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who copies people's faces.
We're getting him next season.
Oh, he's back? He's not dead? Yay.
No. I meant of the live
in
action.
The show. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we never see him again. He's alive. We just never see him again.
Oh, so he is alive. Okay.
Yeah. At one point, they'll do one of those, let's check in with everybody around the world. And he basically took on Ivanka's job at the prison.
Oh, okay.
You know how, like, Ivanka was in charge of, like, level 4.5? Yeah. They just take over that role for Ivanka.
Good, he's not dead, so that's good.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The makeshift straw hats were the best. Jinbei.
So stupid.
Crocodile. Mr. 3. Buggy. Yeah, did you really think the Buggy was going to become that critical?
No, I didn't, and he's getting more and more important.
Well, you know why, right?
Because he was to run with Ace?
No, Buggy is Oda's favorite character.
Oh, I didn't know
that. That's why Buggy just keeps on getting all these critical things. It's like, oh yeah, Buggy, he was chilling with Roger. Buggy, oh yeah, he's a warlord now.
It's like all them damn people trying to keep following him. He doesn't even mean for it to happen. It's just like ridiculous and stupid. But
Sniper King.
Yeah, I love Sniper King.
So much better than Usopp. What a fucking loser.
Oh boy! All right, it's getting late, so let's keep it moving before I fall asleep on Mike.
Okay. You want to take us into the books?
Yeah. So a scroll. Party time fruit liquor is a buy. A browse is a 0.1. A burn is a Volder field. And that's the only 3 grades that we have.
Well, and for this episode, there is going to be no gentleman's decoy.
So, first up is Jeff meets Daredevil #1.
I just want to say, somebody on Goodreads gave this book a 2 out of 5 stars. And to that person who gave it 2 out of 5 stars, I want you to find the most rustiest knife and shove it up your ass, because how dare you?
We're gonna
Jeff,
find
I want you to get tetanus and AIDS at the same exact time because
we're
Jeff is a national treasure.
we're gonna find him like Jane Silent Bob Strike Back when they go down the list of people.
Nobody puts Jeff in the corner.
Corner. Okay, so this does seem to be by Kelly Thompson, writing Guru Hiro on art. I guess Guru Hiro did everything in this book, so that's what that is. Anyway, Jeff meets Daredevil, aka Jeff. It's Jeff. Daredevil did it. So Jeff is sitting at the park eating his lunch when Daredevil's chasing some kind of criminal and jumps and bumps a statue. The statue falls over, and the police thinks Jeff did it, and they put him in handcuffs. While in jail, he's visited by Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and Gwenpool, who bring him some clothes for court. And in court, Matt Murdock is his attorney. Matt makes the argument that Jeff is innocent and Daredevil is guilty because Daredevil accidentally knocked over the statue. And as the judge says, "Oh, Daredevil did it," Jeff points to Matt, and Matt's like, "Hit, hit, hit," which uh, he puts Jeff's hands down. He's like, "Hit, hit." So the judge condemns Daredevil, and Jeff goes free. And we see Daredevil picking up garbage in the park. Jeff gets an idea, and then we see his crew of is it Fuse? I forgot the guy's name. America, female Hawkeye, and Gwenpool are all picking up trash with Daredevil. And the last panel is them picking up trash, and Jeff leans on the statue, and the statue starts to wobble.
Uh, sorry, I need to point something out. When Daredevil's cleaning up the trash, Jeff just has 4 ice cream cones to himself. That's all. Just want to point out Jeff has 4 ice cream cones.
4 different flavored ice creams, too.
You ever get jealous when you see that in cartoons? Like, you're like, damn, those flavors all look good. And I know it's fake, but they all look good.
No, because I'm an adult. I can go get 4 different ice creams if I want to.
I mean, it's short. It's still a party time fruit liquor. I don't care.
It's so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally 4 pages.
And then just a bunch of reprints. Which, come on. You know what you're getting.
I mean, the reprints are really good ones, too. We got the one with the video game when he's fighting Hulk, and he eventually throws a damn TV and game through Hulk's window, even though he's playing the video game version. Gwen trying to get him to take the medicine. That was 2 damn chapters.
The water park.
The water park where he has to dress up as a dolphin not to freak everybody out.
Winning the lottery. Getting a bath. I mean, they're just all great.
That's the last one, the bath. Yeah. So, I mean, definitely. Jeff is just great. Like you said, national treasure.
Oh, yeah, we should also talk about Marvel's moving to the West Coast.
Yep, your boy CB's going back to Japan.
Who's taking over?
Steve Wagner, the guy who edited Spider-Man, Brand New Day. He did that whole Brand New Day era, the weekly series. I think he did 52.
So oh, no. So who's taking over animation then?
Oh, I have no clue.
Because I know that Steve Wacker moved to Marvel Animation, and I know that Bill Roseman is in charge of.
No, he left.
Who?
He left animation a while ago. I think he was doing the three worlds, 3 moons for Hickman.
Oh, okay. And I know that Bill Roseman runs Marvel Games. Oh, the one thing I was going to say, Jesus Christ, is every single fucking comic creator dying?
I mean, they're getting old, yes.
Well, yes, I know, but it's like every issue is like tribute to. I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like Sal, we have Deadpool 3, and this one is Sal Buscema. Is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
He passed away. Deadpool 3, or Wade Wilson, Deadpool 3, written by Benjamin Percy, art by Jeff Shaw, and colors by Alex Sinclair. So we pick up. We have this woman. hitman who's taking out the sleep apnea guy. But Deadpool comes to come and save the guy by knocking out the woman. Deadpool tells Blind Al he's not going to make it home in time for whatchamacallit, for soap operas. Blind Al's like, wait, I have to tell you something. Uh, Hammerhead shows up, and they're like, "Oh, Deadpool, you have to save this person by 9:58." And the guy goes, "It's not 9:58 yet." But then this other hitman, he kills the sleep apnea guy. Deadpool
And
wake,
shoots Deadpool in the head.
yeah. Deadpool wakes up. He's naked. He's tied. This I don't get. So why the fuck would a shark be outside New York waters? Like,
Because comics.
comics, okay. You know what I'm trying to get at. This seems a little unrealistic. Hammerhead's like, yeah, I want to find out who's giving you the prophecy notes. So the guy takes out like Deadpool's like liver and they throw it in the ocean and they actually catch a shark. Meanwhile, we finally Deadpool starts doing a flashback to say what happened with Ellie. So they're on side. They have to get a briefcase or on this airplane. Deadpool's like, oh, we can't let this mother and child, which this woman is like 98 years old. That is not her child, first off. So they go in the bathroom, but then Deadpool sets off some detonations. So they go below the plane to get the briefcase. But then the old woman is like, give me the briefcase, or your accomplice gets it, which is Ellie. As I said, Hammerhead, he gets a shark, but then when he opens up the shark, he finds a message in the bottle. He's like, okay, this looks like one of the messages, and that's where the issue ends. I liked it. This is a party time fruit liquor. I thought the art was much better. I know, like, I was harping on it last issue, but I no complaints
It's
this
growing
time.
on you.
It's growing on me. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
would I say I would want? Well, when we get into issue 6, but would I want him on this book all the time? No. Would I be going on my way to keep buying art by this guy? No. But it's good. No real complaints this time.
Yeah. He has a thing for drawing like really long faces and people. He's really good at making people look different.
And like I said, writing good. I just don't care for gangsters in comics, like especially Batman. Whenever like besides like the Penguin, whenever we get into it's like he's fighting Falcone, I'm like I don't care. This is not for me.
And Sal Buscema was literally 90 years old.
Good life.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed this a lot too. Party time fruit liquor. I kind of already know. We already know that these gangsters aren't going to be sticking around too long. So, issue number 4, written by Jeff Percy
In this one,
or Benjamin
Jacopo Kamagi.
Kamagni. Yeah, he was pretty damn young. He was like 49. No, yeah, too damn young to go.
Hey, Corwin, how old are you?
46.
I had 3 more years.
Well, we'll be 46.
I'll live to 90. You can live to 49, okay?
I got grandkids to one day see.
Oh,
all right.
Well, yeah, you are going to see your grandkids because the X-Men will finally be on screen with the MCU for like the 20th time, and we're all going to have grandkids to see it. Continue. Same creative team, but just get into the issue.
All right, Benjamin Percy. So, Hammerhead and them are kind of got Wade's phone, and they're going to decide to play this blind owl dude a visit. Deadpool tries to stop them, of course, but as he's tied up in the trunk, he gets shot up a couple times before they lock him in the trunk. As the gangsters go inside the apartment, they get no light, and they're just trying to figure out what's going on. They find a note. One of them finds a note in the kitchen addressed to her. It says Blair, and then she opens it. It says, "You will die," and the pressure cooker blows up. And we learn that it has liquid nitrogen inside of it. So Deadpool tries to fight his way out of the trunk, even though he's tied up. So he decides that he's going to have to do this the hard way and strains so much that the handcuffs rip off his hands. So meanwhile, inside the apartment, there's like smoke and stuff, so the gangsters can't see. Blind Al ends up shooting at them, but is knocked out by Hammerhead, who finds a diary on her and decides to take off. Deadpool runs into the burning building, and then we get a flashback of what happened in the airplane as him and Ellie are held at gunpoint by the old woman carrying a baby. When suddenly we find out the baby is some old gangster, and Deadpool kills the old lady, and Ellie kicks the gangster baby. Unfortunately, all the other mercs come piling in as uh, Deadpool kicks the door open, and they all jump out the airplane with the briefcase. Ellie tells Deadpool not to open the briefcase, but of course, Deadpool doesn't want to listen. He just wants to see what's inside. So as he opens it, a big black hole kind of opens up and sucks in Ellie and eventually sucks in the briefcase, uh, leaving Deadpool devastated. Meanwhile, Hammerhead realizes that the last page of the diary is torn out while Deadpool and Blind Al escape from the fire, and Blind Al confesses that she's the one who has the visions and has been writing him the notes.
So, a few things, which this will come into play when we get to issue 6, but there's a Deadpool graffiti on their hideout wall. Benjamin Percy was hinting at it prior. The one thing when Deadpool, slices his hands open, I was thinking, dude, can't you just break your thumbs and let them slide off? But then I went, wait, his thumbs would probably just heal in like 3 seconds. But you know what I mean? How they say, like, oh, if you dislocate your thumbs, you can get out of handcuffs. And and I was thinking that, but yeah, once again, it's like they would probably heal in 3 seconds. So yeah, of course he would have to, slice his hands off.
But I mean, the way he broke his bones and everything just seems kind of odd. Maybe if the hand came off and the joint was still there, but he literally broke through the bones. But comics.
Corwin, as we get into issue 6, all logic's out the window. Okay. I was going to say, and with the baby that's actually a man, what was the name of that Wayne Brothers movie?
Oh,
you know the one I'm talking about, the one where
yes.
he's pretending he's a little person and he's pretending to be the baby that they adopted.
Oh, what is the name of that one?
And he's like, oh, let me suck on those titties. I never saw it. I just remembered the trailer and went, yeah, no, I'm good.
What's the name of that one? I don't. I'll look it up. What else you got?
Talking about that real quick, you know what's sad? Talk about Wayne Brothers. I never saw the original Airplane movie.
Really?
But I did see Soul Plane.
No, not the same thing.
The only reason why I saw it was because I worked at Blockbuster, and we would get like movie rentals 2 weeks before they would hit shelves. And my brother's like, "Yeah, rent Soul Plane. Let's watch that."
No, Little Man is the name of the movie.
Oh, okay, good. I'll never watch that either. But I remember, I was like, why are we watching Soul Plane? And my brother's like, a few people in my class said it was good.
Oh, they lied.
And then the last thing, okay. I mean, it's comics, I'm not surprised. Oh, Ellie went into a black hole. Okay, we'll find her. But I'm also just thinking, like, okay, can't you just go to Reed Richards and be like, my daughter got sucked into...
I swear to God, I was going to say the same thing. We at least should see him visiting the big brains across the Marvel Universe saying, hey, my daughter got sucked into a black hole. I was going to say the same thing. I swear to God.
Well, wait, I mean, of course, maybe as the story goes on, maybe he does. Go to.
But that would have been the first thing that he should have done. Not mope around hurting himself.
Oh, the blind cat, which I'll get into, which will lead a perfect segue into the next issue. The blind person has predictions. Man, Benjamin Percy, the Academy called. Here's your Oscar for writing.
Maybe she's related to Destiny.
Should we change our Monty predictions to Blind Owl predictions?
Yes.
Because here's your Oscar, Mr. Percy.
I mean, do we want to honor Monty, who's Where is Monty?
Isn't he
I see
dead?
Monty. He might be.
Dude, did Monty actually predict the future? I don't know why. I think you might have named that segment, okay? when you mentioned Slayback, like for the Fabian thing for Deadpool
Mm-hmm.
4, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember who that fucking character is. Who was Slayback?
He was the person Deadpool killed. Another merc that Deadpool killed back in the day, and Weapon X brought him back.
Okay,
He was
cool.
the main villain with the stretchy arms and stuff.
Cool. We're 149 episodes in and we still use it in our intro. I don't even fucking know who this guy is. There's a lot of things we need to go over in episode 150. Oh, okay. Here's the next one. We're starting issue 5. Sam Keefe died. Another fucking legend.
Yep.
My favorite Sam Keefe story that Dan Slott told was Dan was in the office when he was an intern at Marvel, and they were asking Sam Keefe, like, "Hey man, what do you want to draw?" And he goes, "I always wanted to draw a fish with wooden teeth." And another one, real quick. I told this story before on the podcast, but this is a great Sam Keefe story. They're waiting for this cover to come in that Sam Keefe was doing. And they get the FedEx box, they open it up, and they look inside, and it's not there. So they're calling Sam Keefe and they're trying to get a hold of him. And then somebody holds the box up, and they're like, "Wait, what's that inside the box?" So they they get an X-Acto knife, they cut the box, and he drew the cover
In the box.
inside the box. And they finally get a hold of Sam Keefe on the phone, and they're like, "Sam, why did you draw the cover on the box?" "I didn't have any paper and didn't want to bother anyone." God, what a great guy. Anyway, so we have Deadpool issue 5, same creative team. So Deadpool is talking to Blind Owl, and Blind Owl's like, you showed up on my door, you've been in the slum, so I thought I could help you out by giving you stuff to save the world." And we'll get to this at the end, but like Blind Owl says, "But I didn't want anybody to know that I've been doing it because, they might lock me up and test on me." So Deadpool, he gets dressed and he gets ready. So they're at the they're at the harbor. Deadpool does the thing they literally teach you in driving class. If you ever, get assaulted, take your keys, like
And pretend you're
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Did they teach you that in driving ed?
I don't remember, but I'm sure I've seen it somewhere else that I already knew beforehand.
Yeah, I remember in driving ed, they said, "Ladies and men, you can do this too. Yeah, if you're like late at night, take your keys, be like Wolverine, so in case somebody comes up to you, self defense." And also I'm a 40-year-old man and I still go snick snick. Okay, I still just pretend I'm Wolverine with my keys in general. Okay. Anyway, so Hammerhead, he finds the cargo is full of fentanyl. Deadpool comes. He drives the semi truck into the fentanyl. Deadpool, this is a big fear of mine. Deadpool gets out of the semi truck and the steering wheel is just lodged into him.
It's chest.
He takes it out. He blows up the fentanyl thing. Meanwhile, Blind Owl comes on one of those rickshaws with this song going, "Shaking that booty, wiggling that booty, jiggling that booty, boo, 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 booty."
Do we know what song that is? Is that a song, a real song?
It's by Thuglicious, I guess. I don't know.
Gangstalicious.
Gangstalicious. Featuring
Booty
Fetty
butt
Wap.
cheeks. Booty butt cheeks. Sorry. Yes.
I say, "Hey, what's up? Hello." So Deadpool and Hammerhead, they start fighting. At one point, Hammerhead pins Deadpool with the forklift. Hammerhead's like, "I'm not going to give these with these predictions to anybody," but Blind Outcomes tases him. And Blind Out's like, my prediction said I will save my best friend's life. And they say, okay, let's go back home. And that's how the issue ends. All right, Corwin, what year is it? This is my first gripe, okay? What year is it?
2026.
Hi, Hammerhead. Just fucking take pictures of the book with your phone. Like, this isn't fucking hard. Just take pictures and be like, oh, Deadpool, you caught me. Here you go. Deadpool's fucking dumb. He's not going to be like, he took pictures on his phone.
Well, if he did that, then the government might get access to it. So, yeah.
Okay, and then my other group, where Blind Out's like, they'll lock me up. Bitch, there's like five fucking mutants I can name right now who can predict the goddamn future. It doesn't matter.
she was locked up before Deadpool sprung her, but she doesn't want to be turned into a weapon. So that part I get. She doesn't want to draw attention to herself.
But I'm just saying, like, we literally had a fucking civil war over this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, there's tons of fucking people to predict the goddamn future. What are you worried about? Oh yeah, by the way, last issue, Party Time Fruit Liquor. This issue in particular, I'm still giving it a Party Time Fruit Liquor, but there was the one point where he drew Deadpool and he was just so skinny.
Long, yep.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, no. I mean, this whole first arc, this is a good arc.
I agree. And, we're done with the gangsters now, hopefully.
Hopefully. You want to take us into issue number 6?
All right, issue number 6. With the passing of Jerry Conway, 52 to 2026.
I'm getting nervous. I think Salvador LaRocca's next because remember I messaged you like a month ago or whatever. I'm like, is Salvador LaRocca still alive? Is he still doing art?
Yes, he is. We love him. All right, Benjamin Percy writing, Alex Linz on art, Alex Sinclair on colors, and Joe Sabino on letters. So we start with Deadpool running in the sewers underneath New York. He only has his swords. He's missing his belt, but then he comes upon a gator. He kills the gator with his swords and then turns around and faces whoever's chasing him, and he gets shot up. We cut back to a couple days, earlier that day. Deadpool and Blind Al are painting up the place. Blind Al lets Wade know that she's kind of been dabbling in the stock market or whatever with her predictions, so now she's kind of loaded. So she's got money to burn, and she wants, to help.
And Deadpool says, "Man, you're like what, 1,000 air, 100 air."
So yes, she basically says she'll bankroll Deadpool to do some fun things. But we get a pizza delivery guy who, when Deadpool takes a good look, looks like some kind of mutated version of him. And pizza guy shoots Deadpool, tries to shoot Al until Deadpool stabs him in the head. As Deadpool takes off the mask, the guy's face kind of just turns to dust. He starts to decompose. Deadpool gets an idea from the hat that the guy was wearing from this pizza store, so he tells Blind Al he'll be back. He goes to the pizza place and he tries to figure out what happened. The employer there says that they were robbed the other night with some stuff stolen, but when Deadpool lifts his mask to eat pizza, he's like, "Oh yeah, you look like these other people I've seen down in the tunnels." So Deadpool goes into the tunnels and he runs across a bum. And as he gets closer, we realize that the bum is made up of 3 different kind of mutated versions of Deadpool. One is kind of like a tadpole with a head and a tail and some skinny legs. One is his legs on down, but on one of his thighs there's a face. It's just like hideously mutated versions of Deadpool. So he kills those 3 until he realizes that there's like a whole bunch of them. So he decides to exit stage right, and then we pick up where the issue began. He's in the sewers and he's getting hunted and attacked by this big huge group. He ends up killing most of them, and he decides to test the theory. He cuts off his finger, drops it on the floor, and gives it some time, and suddenly his fingers grow into a mutated version of Deadpool.
Well, you should also iterate that if these things get a piece of Deadpool's blood, they can grow bigger.
Yeah,
Uh,
it stops their pain.
this I give a browse.
I actually thought this was pretty damn original.
Oh, really? You didn't get excited when you saw the word balloon and you went, "Oh yeah."
Saw what word balloon?
The black and yellow word balloon.
Oh, I think it was Evil Deadpool
Evil slash Dreadpool, because remember last we left off, Evil
merged.
Deadpool and Dreadpool merged. Come on, dude, tell me you weren't like just a tad bit like, he's
No,
back. Oh, I
I wasn't
was.
because they spoiled it on the cover. Cover of the issues, all these mutated versions of Deadpool.
Yeah, but that could have been Dreadpool, Evil Dreadpool doing it.
Maybe, but I
But
mean,
yeah,
instead,
but I'm just saying I got a little excited, and then it was like, oh,
my mind didn't go there. But for them to mutate his power like this, I think was pretty original. I mean, they've always done the fact where he loses his powers, or he gets his looks back, or he dies and he meets death, and then he can't stay dead. I mean, this is finally something like
yeah, but also, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm also making the point. Oh, you mean a bunch of discarded Deadpool parts come to life? Like Evil Deadpool. There was a whole fucking arc about it. We did this
yes,
story like 10 years ago.
but they're not like just Deadpool. They're just complete mutants and disgusting, mutated, horrible things. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see where the story goes. I mean, the other thing, the art is perfect for this type of story. I just don't
mhm.
like the art, but the art is perfect for this
and
type of grotesque story.
and now it adds stakes to the fact that if Deadpool gets hurt or loses any pieces, these pieces will come alive. So he has another little thing to worry about. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a no, a point one.
Yeah, which is across the middle.
Yeah, art is kind of rough at
Well,
times.
yeah, that's why I said a browse. Point one. Yeah, I give it a point one. It's not bad. It's just okay. I don't like the art, but the art is perfect for it. And like I said, I was like, oh,
You know what? We missed the Deadpool April Fool's Day one shot. So next episode,
well, 151. So yeah,
oh,
November.
151.
Well, yeah, we're also taking in consideration you're going to be, pulling a train down there with hurricanes. So,
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up with the Pastel Vision.
all right. Let me open this up. Uh, we are going with The Last Ronin, issue 2. I'm just going to read the whole thing because I don't know who did what, but story by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tom Waltz. Can you hear me?
Yep, yep. I'm trying to
My,
find.
no, oh, no, my computer timed it out. That's why I was just making sure. Script by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz. Pencils, inks by Esu Escarosa, Isaac Escarosa, Ben Bishop, and Kevin Eastman. Layout by Kevin Eastman. Color by Luis Antonio Delgado. Letter design by Sean Lee. Colors assistance by Samuel Plata and Rhonda Pattison. Cover art by Esu and Isaac Escroza. Cover colors by Luis Antonio Delgado. So we have issue 2. So we're on the Last Ronin part 2, first of all. So April, uh, she's in bed, lying there, she's crying. We get a flashback to the night it all went down. So April and Casey, they literally just got engaged, except at dinner. They're going to tell everybody that they're engaged. They're like, man, they're usually not this late. Maybe I should call Donatello, see what's going down. Raphael comes in, just like a fucking hurricane. And he's like, clear the way. They're like, what's going on? It's like you're hurt. No, forget about me. Is Master Splinter. Mikey and Donatello come in. Master Splinter's like all fucked up. I'm just going to go with this past segment, and then we'll go back to present day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So April needs Donnie to clear his head because we need someone who's a medical profession. Master Splinter's looking for Leonardo. Leonardo, he comes in. He basically said, "Hey, we had a truce with the hand,
Foot.
the foot. Sorry, the clan, the hand. Yeah, with the Foot Clan. It was only a matter of time before they broke the truce, but never like this. We got bombarded on our way up here. They just came out of nowhere. Uh, then they realize Ralph isn't there. In case he goes, where's Ralph? So then we're back in present day. April, you know, she's just remembering the night everything happened. We then find out that she is missing both an arm and a leg. She gets her arm, but her leg is too far away, and she looks at empty ski mask and says, "Hey, a little help here, Casey." Meanwhile, Mikey, he's making some tea and he's talking to his brothers, and he says like it wasn't supposed to go down like this. I was supposed to, I was supposed to kill him, and then and then I was supposed to die a fall like that. It should have killed me, but for some reason it didn't. He tells all of them to shut up, and then he looks, and none of them are there. He pours the tea. He makes a toast. Then we go back to the night it happened. Raphael, he's fucking ready. At one point, he passes a pizza shop. I'm assuming that's Kevin Eastman and the other dude, Tom Waltz, probably eating the pizza.
Mm. Yeah,
Probably.
most likely.
So Raph, he gets there. He tracks the Foot down. Uh, I'm assuming this is Shredder's daughter.
Karai, yeah.
So she's, kind of doing this whole thing. It's like, take him down. So, Raph he's just fucking people up. Doesn't matter. He has like katanas sticking out of his shell, fucking, arrows. And, he's holding his ground. He finally goes after, what's her name again?
Karai.
Karai. So now we have a one-on-one fight. At one point, they're at the edge of the dock, and Raph just, basically, it's like, yeah, my turn. And he holds her, and they just go down the water. Karai, she takes out, I don't know what you call one of these things, like a hand dagger type weapon.
Yeah.
And she fucking stabs Raphael right through his fucking jaw, up his head. But Raph gets her right in the fucking back, like right in the spinal cord. She floats up and gets rescued by somebody from the Foot. We don't know who. Meanwhile, Raphael, he's floating away. He sees his sigh, and then we get the most beautiful but also gut wrenching splash page of just blood filled water, and it's a sigh, correct? That's the weapon.
That is correct.
And the sigh just there. Back to present day, April comes in and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, Mikey's like, I'm having trouble sleeping, so I made some tea." And April's just like me. Yeah, I need all the fucking caffeine I could possibly get. So and Mikey's like, "Oh, you're missing," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm missing an arm and a leg. I'll tell you about that another day." And she's like, "Oh, you should meet Casey." He's like, "Wait, Casey's alive too?" And then who happens to come in? But it is Casey Marie Jones, the daughter of April and Casey. I'm assuming probably the daughter of Casey. Who knows?
The two of them, because you remember they were married.
Oh, I thought they were engaged. I thought they got
Engaged.
engaged that night. Well,
Yeah, but
see, Corwin, back in my day, people got engaged, then married, and then had kids. These fucking youngins out there just spreading their seed. I mean, she could have been knocked up that night too. That's
True.
why Casey. That's why they got engaged. Casey doesn't pull out anyway. It's Fall Out Games week. They make eggs and they get real eggs on that synthetic shit. Casey kind of does some quick world building for us, which is like, oh yeah, we have the people that live in the top, And then we have the people that live in the middle, and then we have the scum of the earth, and then we have us that are trying to hide from the scum of the earth down here in the sewers. Oh yeah, we should clarify. They're in the turtle layer in the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go to Shredder's grandson, where the fuck his name is. He's fighting some of the foot. He gets word that they haven't found, the mutants yet. And he tells this new captain, he's like, I'll let this one transgression go away, but if you fuck up, you're going to be like the former captain. And we just see fucking Skull just skinned alive, the crow's picking the eye out. So, we get some more world building. We find out that April has also been training Casey in the arts. We get some fill in real quick about what happened with Mikey after everybody died, and he decided he was going to go back to Splinter's like the whole thing. He was going to go out into the mountains and die, but of course his mutation was actually saving him. Though technically turtles do kind of die in the winter; they slow their heart rate down. So I think it wasn't so much his mutation was keeping him alive as much as it was no turtles just kind of slow their heart rate down in the winter.
Yeah, hibernate.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. But turtles they burrow underground, and yeah, you if you like actually try to listen to their heart, you won't hear their heart anyway. But then later on, so he's meditating. Some people come by. Mikey fucks him up. So Mikey decides, you know what? I'm going to train until I'm the best of the best, and I'm ready to kill everybody. Get my revenge and kill everybody in the clan. Um, Casey's like, yeah, I'm going to come with you. We're going to like fucking kill everybody. Mikey starts laughing and she's like, what? And he's like, you sound just like your dad. And, Casey's like, yeah, but, I'm also like my mom too. And then we see April. She opens up a safe and she has some mask. I'm assuming she was some sort of vigilante at some point.
It's a robot head.
Okay, well, I don't have much turtle knowledge, so.
You should watch the 2012 Nickelodeon cartoon. It's fantastic.
Okay. I'm just saying, the last turtle thing I ever saw was that the CGI movie where Patrick Stewart was the villain.
Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, it was like the 2007 movie, I think.
I am dumbfounded on that one. I didn't know about that one. I have to look it up then.
I believe Sarah Michelle Gellar was April in that movie as well.
Is that the one that picks up like 10 years later and all the turtles are separated and they're finally coming back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did see that one.
But god damn this book.
Yeah, this book is really good.
And I'm not sure, did you see the games coming out, I think, next year?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so maybe we'll be done by then.
Oh, we will.
All right. Yeah, see, we're going by real quick. You want to take us into our last segment?
Yes. You wanted to do a Merc File on Green Lantern Guy Gardner, and what prompted this one?
Because we were talking about the Green Lantern trailer, and Hal was saying, "Oh, it's finally nice to talk to another human," and I was like, "Well, what about Guy Garner?" And then apparently somebody online said Guy's an alien, and I was just like, what? And you're like, oh yeah, there was a point in time where Guy Garner had like alien DNA. And I was like, okay, we need to do a Merc File because I clearly don't know my Guy Garner history. All I know, he was like a gym teacher.
Yeah, it is not. It is not a huge crucial part, and it's easily glossed over. So, Merc report for Guy Darren Gardner first appeared in GL 59 in March 1968. Created by John Broome and Gil Kane. Guy was a member of the Justice League as well as the Green Lantern Corps. The popular version that everybody knows was created in 1980 by Steve Englehart and Joe Staton, where they turned him into the hot-blooded, sometimes idiotic character. So in the 80s is when he became the version we mostly know now. His history has been retconned a couple times, but in most of them, his father's an abusive alcoholic. So Guy has both mental and physical scars. His dad always favored his older brother Mace, but Guy found solace in General Glory comics, where he stole his bowl haircut from Glory's sidekick Ernie. So that's kind of the history of where he gets that stupid haircut from. He was a delinquent in his teenage years until his brother, who became a police officer, kind of set him on a better path. Guy played football at the University of Michigan during college until he suffered a career ending injury. So after college, he became a social welfare caseworker, was trying to help prison inmate rehabilitation, but he eventually had to quit because he realizes that it kind of messed with him and made him more aggressive. So he decided to teach children with disabilities instead, which he found more appealing. When Abin died and crashed land on Earth, his ring had to choose a new bearer, and it came down between Guy and Hal, but Hal was closer to the ring. So Guy was passed up, but he did become a backup alternate Green Lantern. And eventually, when Hal learns of this, he kind of, quote unquote, accidentally met up with Guy, and it kind of formed a friendship with him as Green Lantern. Without revealing his identity. During an earthquake, Gardner was hit by a bus while attempting to rescue one of his students. And then during his recoveries, when the Guardians recruited John Stewart to be Jordan's new backup while Guy was out of commission. In some other irrelevant stories, Guy was kind of exposed to some telepathic shenanigans, and that's what we learned, that he has brain damage from uh, basically the bus, as well as kind of his history as a Green Lantern, and it kind of left him comatose for a few years.
Well,
When he,
also when you play football, that kind of fucks your brain up.
yes, when he finally woke up from a coma, his personality was altered, causing him to become arrogant and unstable. So that's where the asshole personality really came into play. After that, he was a founding member of the Justice League International, aka the JLI, and he wasn't really happy with being under Batman's leadership. So at one point, he challenged Batman to a fist fight, but as soon as he takes off his ring, Batman knocked him out with one punch. Um, After he wakes up from that, he hits his head on the console, knocking himself out again. And this time, when he wakes up, he's a kind and gentle person. His personality is completely shifted. And then multiple times during this era, he hits his head, and he goes from being an asshole to a nice person. And then during the JLI era is where he actually begins his on and off again relationship with Ice. Um, yeah. So
Now,
later on,
just real
mhm,
quick, the Fire, was that the name of the green hair chick?
yes,
Was Ice and Fire like a lesbian couple?
no, they're best friends.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It was like, you know.
This part of the '80s, I don't think they played that up too hot, but no, best friends.
We're not going to retcon shit like Chris Claremont has been doing. Oh, Mystique and Destiny, they were always lesbian lovers, and
Well,
Mystique
that's
always had a dick.
that's that's not retcon. That's kind of what they wouldn't let him do, so
And
he had to play
Nightcrawler,
around it.
was actually Destiny's son, along with Rogue is also.
Rogue is adopted, but yes, Mystique is Nightcrawler's father and Destiny is his mother. Anyway, let's finish this out because it's late and I don't want to fall out. So later, Hal returns to Earth to claim the claim back his sector of 2814. Guy challenges him, for the role and loses, so he loses his ring. So he tries to be a powerless hero for a while before deciding to take up Sinestro's yellow power ring.
Oh,
Um,
he was a Sinestro Corps member?
he did use Sinestro's ring for a while, yes.
Damn. Who got Sinestro's ring? The green one.
I don't remember who took over his
Oh,
sector.
okay. I wasn't sure. I thought like Sinestro was in the same sector as Hal Jordan, and so I
No,
thought that. Okay, my bad.
no. He was Hal's mentor, though. He was Hal's mentor, but no, he had
Oh,
his
okay.
own.
I thought he was. How there was always like two cops or something. I thought he was the other one. My bad.
Actually, the two lanterns per sector did not happen till right before or after the Sinestro Corps War, so that's a
Okay.
fairly recent thing. Um, so where was I? So yes,
He
he had the yellow power ring.
yeah, he got the yellow power ring.
So during Emerald Twilight, Hal becomes parallax, which causes the yellow ring to become unstable. And after the central power battery was destroyed, Ganthet tried to offer the last ring to Guy, who refused it. So then Ganthet gave it to Kyle. So now, being back to being a normal person during adventure in the Amazon, Guy drinks from the chalice of the warrior, which activates his alien Voldarian DNA, which was implanted in his bloodline some centuries back. So now he goes by warrior and can morph his body into different kind of weapons. The less said about this period, the better. I don't think it was a great period. I didn't read the whole thing, but it's the '90s, so you know, extreme '90s. All right, skip to 2005, where we have Rebirth, written by Jeff Johns. During his possession by the fair entity Parallax, his Voldarian DNA is overwritten by his human DNA, which purges him of the warrior powers. By the end of that storyline, the core is rebuilt, and Guy gets a brand new Green Lantern ring. So now he's back. From here on, he becomes a staple member of the quote unquote Four Corpsmen of 2814, and eventually becoming an honor guard, which means he isn't restricted to any kind of sector. He kind of goes wherever the Guardians need him.
Which I
Yeah.
just want to say that Guy Tomasi run.
Oh, yes. The Green Lantern Corps run is fantastic.
Yeah, when it was just like all the different members. Fucking great book. Go on.
Yes. So where was I? Yes. So I mean, honestly, Guy Garner is my favorite Green Lantern. Due to his drive to protect his fellow Lanterns, he will always take the hits for his teammates and be the first one into battle.
Oh, you forgot the most critical part. He became a Red Lantern.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, I thought you were wrapping up. My bad.
No, not there yet. But his rage also makes him a prime candidate for the Red Lantern. So during Blackest Night, when Kyle was killed, Guy's rage attracted a red ring, which made him a Red Lantern. And after temporary regaining control, he actually asked Mogul to kill him before he could hurt any other Lanterns. So, as much as he's cocky and arrogant, he's very stubborn and will always defend his other Lanterns. During New 52, they changed his origin. They made his whole family a bunch of Baltimore cops. So at one point during that New 52, he was actually a Baltimore cop before things went wrong. But during Rebirth, they retconned that origin and shifted it back again. So yeah, we can forget about that part. Sometime later, Hal Jordan asks Guy to go undercover in the Red Lantern Corps, and Guy does this and eventually takes over leadership from Atrocitus, whose own rage and power had begun to subside after the Third Army story arc. Atrocitus's rage stemmed from losing his wife and daughter in the Manhunter genocide of Section 666, which was covered up by the Guardians, and after a Sinestro wielding the power of the fair entity Parallax slaughtered the Guardians, he left one Guardian left for Atrocitus to kill. And at this point, those Guardians were evil. So Atrocitus did get his revenge, but due to not having that range, his powers weakened. So Guy turned the Red Lanterns into basically a biker gang, which eked out justice throughout the universe while battling Atrocitus and his splinter group. But for the last few years, Guy has been back being with the Green Lantern as an honor guard member. At one point, he earned the respect and teamed up with the Yellow Lantern Arkillo, and they were a kind of a duo. After the events of DCKO, Guy was imbued with both Alpha and Omega energy. This made him a focal point and ambassador for all the emotional entities who only Guy could see or hear. And to put it in his own words, Guy says, "When the news of my power spread, disciples from all the corps began worshiping me, making me the all-sight. My ego loves the attention, but I think I accidentally got too important at
work." Yeah. Oh, and my bad. I meant Pete Tomasi, not Guy Tomasi.
Yeah. That Pete Tomasi run at times was actually better than the Jeff Johns run.
Yeah, it was
my favorite era of like Green Lanterns and Green
so
Lantern.
Is that Corps, it? So. Because I have something to add.
That is it. I mean, these last couple of years he hasn't done too much, but yeah, what you got?
One, Best Red Lantern, the cat.
Dexstar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you ever want to find out Dexter's backstory, that's a fucked up one.
that is a very fucked up one.
Also, Chip. Is Chip from Earth or just a planet of squirrels?
I believe he's from a planet of squirrels.
Okay. And then, so do you remember? I think it was in. If it wasn't in the one of the Green Lantern books, maybe it was in like Brightest Day. Do you remember when like they all had to take a different rank?
Yes.
So like Guy was red. Hal was
This
Hal
was
just still green?
no. I believe he
No.
had yellow. This was during the War of the Green Lanterns when the
Yeah,
Guardian.
yeah. And then Kyle took blue, and then fucking poor John got indigo. Like,
Yep.
fucking John Stewart just gets the fucking shaft. Though
Why? Why would you say that though?
indigo's like the worst.
Why? It channels all the other powers, all the other emotional spectrum.
I know, but it's not that cool compared to all the
Okay.
other ones. And then Kyle becomes a White Lantern, which was also awesome. What was I going to say? Whatever. If it comes to me, it comes to me. Let's wrap the show up.
I mean, there's one point where Guy became a sapphire and a red lantern at the same time, which is pretty damn awesome.
Oh wait, they finally had male sapphires.
Yeah, at one point, if I can remember what the story arc was, he was fighting. Yeah, he had two rings though. I think he had the red and the sapphire.
Oh, now I remember. There was like a poll recently. Maybe it was like comicbook.com or whatever, and they're saying like, who's the best like Earth Lantern? And poor Baz, it's like not even a whole percent. I'm
He's
just
one of
like,
the most recent ones.
man, yeah, I remember when they made you and nobody cared. And people still do. You're like a blip on under. Is he even still around?
Oh yeah, he's still around.
Okay, I wasn't sure. We're just like, yeah, we don't talk about New 52 anymore.
Yeah,
Some of those books were good.
some of them were good, but they tried to do too much in too little time.
Like this podcast, that's why we should wrap things up.
Let's do that because it's super late and I am getting a little delirious.
All right, you can what we call it? Yeah, email us at hipster.gmail.com. You can like us on Facebook at Merc with a podcast, Merc with a podcast, all one word on Blue Sky. I am at Zombie High X23 on all socials. I'm pretty much really only active on Instagram. Corwin is you can report and block him on Truth Social and real Donald J. Trump or whatever.
Ass.
Hey, apparently you follow Trump on Truth Social, you'll get some good stock tips. Buy American Steel.
Going to jail, insider trading. Continue.
Other than that, good night, everyone. Robot Chicken Hulk here with info PSA. I don't have the book in front of me. So I will read this Charlie Brown Peanuts comic strip that's in front of me. Charlie Brown says to Snoopy, "We've been pals for a long time, haven't we, Snoopy? I think it's because we not only like each other, but we respect each other." And then Snoopy says, "Don't forget the supper dish." How sweet. And now you know. Do, 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 do.